A sort of pair of brown brogues would be nice.
Do you call your boobs anything? You got names for them?
I remember years ago when I did Loaded magazine, I'm on about 10 years ago, Bill and Bob or something it was.
Yeah. Were they voted for? Did people name them or did you name them?
I named them in an interview, but that was the Loaded days years ago, a decade ago.
But since then they've been nameless?
Nothing, I don't even bother about them anymore.
Fair enough. We'll have a chat in a moment, but as always the Loose Women are...
to pretty much everything from fashion design to singing and has lived her life through a lens for nearly 20 years.
Well, before we speak to the phenomena that is Pricey about her latest novel, let's have a look at her in action in another of her guises, finding the next big thing in the modelling world.
I'm on my way to the house. What you're going to do is create a 30-second viral clip about anything you like. Ooh. I want it posted on the internet, and on Elimination Day, whoever got the most hits wins.
Katie Price requests the pleasure of the company of the final 9 for a night of cocktails at Psyche West End Park.
I think it's fair to say we can't have a best person this week.
There's no one that stands out. There's no one I think deserves
There's nobody who's impressed me.
The person I won't be signing is Melissa.
How did you feel when you had to send people home?
Do you know, I actually got really emotional, and especially in the final, it was about 10 minutes, me just crying on stage, because I generally didn't know who to pick for the winner, because you do get attached to them.
Yeah. And also because I guess that decision is going to have such a huge effect for their life and their career.
Exactly. But yeah, they were all great, but obviously they're all so different, and each week someone has to go, and it is really, really hard. It is hard.
So that's the telly, and you're here with your latest book. All six of your books have been bestsellers. You've sold, I think, in 5 years, 4.5 million books. So this is a very successful lineup for you, and this is about glamour model. I assume Angel's back in here. Angel.
Yeah, my favourite character. I've already done 2 books about her.
She's left the glamour industry behind, has she?
Yeah, she's married with a baby, and she's got her own TV show. Do you want to know about the book, or aren't you really bothered? We've already said it's out, so it doesn't really matter to say.
Is there more, or have we done it?
Oh, no, there's still more to it. Basically, she didn't know she had a sister, and her sister works in a pizza shop, and they got different dads, and her mum gave a letter to Tiffany, her sister, and said, you've got another sister. So she thought she'd write to Angel, thinking that Angel won't see it and probably think she's just a fan, and Angel saw it, got in touch with her, took her out of the pizza industry. Then she ends up being Angel's stylist, falls in love with the security guy, and the security guy's not interested, so then she goes out with a Formula 1 driver. This is Tiffany.
Don't tell us the whole story.
I know,
I'm not. But then they have a big Christmas party, and there's dramas from there.
Okay.
And there's a kidnap threat and everything. And
so these are the complicated stories, you know, working it all out. We know that you've got your writing partnership with Rebecca Farnsworth.
Yeah.
So how do you work together? Whose job?
Time, and to be honest, everyone knows that on Twitter and stuff, my spelling and stuff, you know, I'm awful. But she writes it, but I sit with her and go through a concept of a story with her. So each month we go through each chapter. And that's how we do it.
And what's quite nice about this is that everybody sort of tends to put a dedication in the front of the book to somebody, but you've chosen to dedicate the book to your fans, haven't you?
Yeah, there's
and
all
in
their
the
names
back,
in there.
whereabouts is it in here?
I haven't even had the hard copy, so I don't even know. Is it at the front?
It's about 3 or 4 pages from the back,
Oh,
apparently.
you know
And
more
you've
than me,
literally put everybody's name.
A bit further.
Bit further.
There
Oh, here! Look,
Yeah,
so
that was from a
everybody that
signing
turned up
I
to your
did,
book signing last year is in here, all named.
It's
That's
good,
a good
isn't it?
idea.
Good.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think
a
I've
really
ever
nice
seen anyone
idea.
do that before.
No, it's a
nice
really
Well, there
nice
you
idea.
go. I did it again. But after here, I'm on my way to do the press call for it, and there's 2 reindeers there. My big outfit in the sleigh, so I'm looking forward to that, as it's soon Christmas, getting the Christmas spirit.
And is it true that you're about to write your 5th autobiography?
Yes, but it won't be out for about another 1.5 or 2 years.
Well, I mean, how long is there between autobiographies? You've got to live the year
last
before
one
you
was
write
what?
about
Was it a
I suppose.
1.5 ago?
Yeah.
I think I'll do one like every 1.5. It's like
Yeah.
a diary, isn't it?
So you say this one's going to be a tell-all, or at least the papers say it's going to be a tell-all.
Yeah, but tell all of what? I think people think they know everything. But no, it's just what's happened in my life. But like I've said before, it's different to my first autobiography. When I was younger, I'd put like detailed things in. I've grown up now, so I'd do it in a more adult way. It's not a kiss and tell. I'm not aiming to do that. It's literally my life, the emotions I've been through, and all good things, bad things. But
You've been talking about a few bad things recently and sort of regrets that you've had, and certain things about your sort of the amount of surgery that you've had and things that you've sort of regretted slightly?
I think that was a magazine said that. I did do an interview with them, but I don't regret anything I've had done.
No.
I only regret Eurovision out of anything. I've always said that before. That is the truth. Regret Eurovision. But I'm actually happy with where I am. Like I said, I've moved in my new house. I'm not in a shack. I don't know where they got that
Well,
from.
I read about that because one of the papers said you were renovating your house and you'd had to move into a wooden shack that was 38 foot long and 20 foot wide.
Do you know, on my property, I live in 52 acres. I've got about 2 American barns because I've got my horses there. And there is like a log cabin there. But I can tell you, I'm in my house, so...
There was a mysterious statement that was put out a little while ago, and I didn't quite understand what it was that you'd said, and it was something along the lines of, I've recently discovered who was responsible for a campaign of malicious and false accusations being provided to the press, and for the sake of my family, especially my children, I want to deal with this so that I can draw a line under the past before moving forward. And I thought, I don't quite know what that means.
Basically, when I split from my first husband, there was lots of stories going around. We now know the person who was doing all of this and basically tried to destroy me for 3 years in the media. We're now taking legal action. We know this person and we're going to get them done for it because the public's perception really changed with me when I split with Pete, basically. And because there was all these untrue stories and I had no control of it, so people had their perception of me. So things are going to be done about it to protect my family and myself, and some apologies need to be done.
And so you're confirmed single now?
I am single. Do you know what? I was up today at 10 to 6 this morning. I've started training. I bought a new horse from Holland at the weekend. My trainer went there and it was in the auction. So yeah, I'm going to compete this winter. It's actually weird being single, but I'm actually liking it. I don't have to answer to anybody.
Do you sort of wish that, because obviously Alex is talking about his engagement with Chantal and the rest of it.
Congratulations to them, by the way.
Is it hard to see that? Do you sort of think, oh
No,
gosh, I
not
wish
at
that I
all.
could find someone and settle down and...
No, this is the trouble. Everyone's always said to me, Kate, why don't you just stay single and enjoy? And I don't know why, but I always move from one to the other to the other. I haven't this time. I'm still in contact with Leo. I was on Skype last night. We were still good friends. He's back doing his TV and modelling.
A lot of people who do what you said you've done are frightened of being alone. Are you ever scared of being alone?
I'm not frightened because I've got so many friends around me and family. I'm so busy. It's just that, you know, at night time when you watch telly and stuff, you want that bit of companionship. So at the moment I've got Michelle Heaton, my best friend, who was pregnant, and her husband Hugh at mine, so they're waiting to move into their new house. So it's great. Michelle's cooking for me when I come home. Hello, Michelle, by the way. I know she's watching on the sofa. So I'm just talking all baby stuff with her at the moment.
Cool. Well, it's lovely to see you. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. Santa Baby is the next book, the next instalment in Angel Summer's life. If you follow the others, I'm sure it'll be the top of the
And by the way,
bestsellers.
I'd just like to apologise. I didn't do my signings last week, but I'm back on form, starting them again tomorrow.
Lovely job.
Thank you.
Thank you.